Good evening, and welcome to this week's London by Gaslight, a late Victorian age vampire the Masquerade chronicle set in 1892. Awakening, for the night in the City of London this week, is Alastair of the Clan of the Moon, portrayed by Tina. Please do a rouse check to waken from your torpor slumber. Excellent. Eveline, the daughter of Cacophony, portrayed by Miss Hutz. Please do a rouse check to waken from your torpor state. Wonderful. Thurston, of the Clan of the Hidden, portrayed by Nitro Typat. Please do a rouse check to waken from your torpor slumber. Lovely. And Inspector Grey from the Clan of the Hunt, portrayed by Noscavian. Please do a rouse check to waken from your torpor slumber. You gain a hunger. Always one. We start this week in the Malkavian Primogen's Haven. Alastair has been summoned to the Haven. He makes his way through the lavish house, along the landing, and into the Primogen's room, finding the seemingly weak elder in bed, propped up by pillows in the darkened room lit only by a couple of candles. As Alastair enters, the older man manages to wheeze out a greeting to him. Neonate. The kindred known as Aldrich has gone somewhere. We know not where, and we want you to follow him. Conclude your business with the coterie tonight. Make no mention to them that you are following Aldrich. In order to not raise their suspicions, accompany them on whatever task they commit tonight. Perhaps say you are going for a walk and maybe some time. A simple story that won't raise their interest.
Do we have any idea where I'm going?
Head to the outskirts of the city. There will be a carriage waiting for you. The north side.
Do I have to do this now, or can I say bye?
Complete your task with the coterie for tonight.
Okay.
Good man.
I will bow.
Alastair exits the Haven and head towards the Whitechapel house. Underneath the City of London, Thurston has responded to an invitation from Clara to meet in the sewers. Thurston carefully walks through the dank tunnels, making sure not to get his exquisite trousers soiled in the flowing, tainted water. He comes to his destination, the pair's usual meeting spot, and the constant flow of the sewage-filled water gushing past fills the air, nothing bothering Thurston, as he awaits the arrival of Clara. He doesn't have to wait long. As soon after his arrival, the sounds of the flowing water are joined by the familiar sounds of approaching footsteps. Thurston, my moist gatherer of information, I'm so pleased to see you.
As it is to see you, Clara.
You asked me for information on a ship at the docks, the SS Michelle's Heart. It has proved to be something of a challenge to find out much about it, but I have some information for you.
That's good to hear. Thank you oh so much.
The ship regularly travels to and from the British Raj. The captain seems to have picked up a taste for their people's exotic beliefs. The ship has always got crew on it, though they all seem to be mortal and shouldn't provide you with much in the way of trouble if you deal with them quickly and quietly. It is a former galleon, converted into a cargo hauler, and has been used to transport British military prisoners, disgraced soldiers and the like, that are put on trial here on arrival. Though it seems the ship hasn't offloaded people for a few trips now. Something strange I discovered was that the room usually used for the captain's quarters has been locked from the inside. The windows barricaded, and the captain seems to reside deeper in the vessel itself, presumably on the orlop deck with the older crew. From what I could tell, without getting on board, the layout on the inside is mostly the same as any other regular galleon, with access to lower decks in only one location on each deck.
I see. Well, I plan to get in and out as quietly as possible. So this information is very helpful. Thank you very much.
When you mentioned a brothel last we spoke, I looked into what and where you had been. It was rather worrying when I learned that you've been to see Patricia. I must ask you, do you intend to harm her, or worse?
No, we were there merely to talk to her. In fact, this mission was given to us by her. What relation do you have to Patricia?
I would ask that you and your coterie not have anything to do with her. She is the one that performed the ritual for me to take out my heart. Part of the deal was that she took half of it for herself and would keep it for 50 years. With the half that she has, she can harm me. So it is very important to me that she is kept safe. Could you do that for me, Thurston?
Well, knowing why, now, I very much can do that, yes. And I hope that in that 50 years, I might get the other half.
Actually, Thurston, if you're willing, there's another way we can handle this.
Oh?
What if she were to meet an unfortunate accident? I obviously can't be the one to do it, but you could.
Of course.
It would keep me safe. And if I can't rely on you, then who can I rely on?
I can definitely figure something out, potentially. But when we were there that last time, some of her underlings showed that they knew quite a bit about us without us knowing how. So I want to make sure that if I were to go partake in this undertaking, that I do so carefully.
I'm sure that you could definitely, potentially do something to assist me.
Of course.
Thank you, Thurston. I'm so glad that you are mine.
And I am glad that I am yours.
You give her a moist slap on her rear as you leave the sewers. Inspector Gray has decided to indulge his hunting instinct. He stalks the streets of the East End along Commercial Road, making his way to the coterie haven and scoping out any potential prey on his way. He walks slowly, deliberately through the busy streets until he catches sight of a street worker unlocking a front door and walking in. Inspector Gray ducks down a nearby alleyway that runs along the side of the house, stopping by a small window that affords a view straight out onto the neighbouring building's brick wall. After checking that he is concealed from any passing views, he decides his course of action.
So I see people around.
I mean, there's people at the end of the alleyway, but no one's paying you any heed down here.
Okay, well, I am pretty hungry, so I think if I can find someone in the alleyway that's, there aren't very many witnesses for, I think I might go ahead and try to feed.
Would you like me to repeat the previous paragraph of information?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss something? Oh, I need to do my roll. Okay, I'm sorry.
No. You are down an alleyway after having stalked prey that's gone into the house that
Yes.
you're next to.
Oh, duh. Okay. Um, that's a critical piece of
You'd
information.
be terrible in a comedy duo setup, wouldn't you? You know, you be the punchline man and you'd be like, oh, was that my cue? Be the setup guy and you'd be like, so this was the thing? Oh, I'm done now. It's your turn.
Okay, yeah. I will try to sneak into the house.
Do dexterity and larceny for me, please.
Okay.
Wonderful. The inspector carefully, quietly opens the window that isn't locked and shimmies through the window frame, silently landing in a dilapidated room. The inspector stands silently, taking in the surroundings, feeling the cold wind blow through the cracks in the exposed floorboards of the room's floor. The doorways are cracked from damp, and the doors have been ripped off hinges, or perhaps were never installed in the first place. The inspector glides through the doorway in the hall. The hustle and bustle outside on Commercial Road leaks through the house's thin walls and barely in place front door. To the inspector's left is a small kitchen, and in front of him is a stairway that leads up to the landing of the house.
Okay, I want to. I'll look in the. I'll look in the kitchen to see if there's anything of interest in there.
Gray creeps into the kitchen, finding the broken tiled floor covered in muddy footprints, a standing metal sink that's covered in rust and what appears to be rotten food stains draining into its sinkhole. A pathetic plain wooden table and set of 4 chairs sits in the middle of the floor. Atop one of the chairs, slouched over the table with an empty, dirty glass next to their hand, and resting head, is a man asleep in a drunken stupor, as drool oozes out of the corner of his mouth.
I'll go ahead and feed one of them.
Do your feeding roll for me, please. Perfect. Inspector Gray extends his fangs and is careful to quietly sneak upon the slumbering man, plunging his fangs deep into the man's flesh and extracting the precious vitae from within, feeling the crimson liquid energize his system as he sups from his victim. You may slake 2 hunger, and I can find that cheat sheet because you will lower your dexterity and intelligence pools by 1 die for the remainder of the night, as you feel the alcohol-laden blood coursing through your own veins.
Okay.
And
Gray's
heading out-
feeling good tonight.
And heading out to the Whitechapel house?
Yes.
Excellent. The coterie gather within... Oh, there we go. Gather within the Whitechapel house, and each take a seat. As always, Eveline tries to be the last to enter. However, this week, as she places herself down, Inspector Gray strides in, oblivious to the fact that he has ruined Eveline's entrance. The coterie prepare to discuss their plan on how to pull a heist on the ship SS Michelle's Heart to acquire the forbidden text of the translated Kama Sutra.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Inspector, you seem to be quite lively this evening.
Oh, yes, Thurston, I'm feeling quite good today. But tonight, my bad.
Oh, this should be interesting. I've procured some information about the ship that we are looking for tonight. So we should
Good.
be able to hopefully get in and get out quickly and unnoticed.
Good, being, quick and unnoticed, that's good, Thurston.
What happens if we're found out? I'm looking at Inspector Gray as I say that.
Oh,
Inspector Gray's had a stroke.
Don't worry, Miss Evelyn. We will be very sneaky. No one will find us out.
Crouch down and approach you.
Approach
Who are
Gray.
you?
Why, you can call me Gray.
Are you all not suspicious of this?
Oh,
He's
very much so.
drunk. I mean, he had cheap food for supper. They're all drunk.
I poke you.
Hey, I may have had a drink or two, but I'm functional.
Let's test this theory. Thurston, go hit him.
Why?
Throw
Well,
something at
because
him
if-
and see if he catches it.
Yeah, well, I just you have practice with the scissors. I just figured if Thurston tried, if Thurston hits him, then we're really.
Just to add emphasis to it, I'll take one of my glass vials that I keep in my jacket. And I'll just toss one at him.
I'll try to catch it.
Dexterity athletics,
Yeah.
please, Inspector Gray.
Okay.
-1 die.
Yep.
Quickly catch this. Stumble a little bit, but catch it.
Oh, nope.
All those die and still one success.
I could do a willpower reroll if I wanted to.
I mean, you could.
Sure.
Way to waste a willpower.
No, I won't waste a will.
It's a perfect willpower waste. Do it.
Says the Malkavian.
So
Thurston,
as the
Thurston, the vial's too small. There was something bigger.
We're screwed.
Is that your point proven, Alistair?
Maybe.
So, what happens when we're found out?
Well, I was informed, if I'm remembering this correctly, that there aren't too many people on board, so they should be quick work to take care of.
I think we should always just assume. I shoot a glance over at Inspector Gray. I think we should just assume he's always going to make us found out. Like this or not.
I mean, that's true, but what's one bumbling drunk around London compared to any other at this time of night?
Well, specifically one that has fangs. Different. He's different.
Or perhaps I would blend in.
You're blended, all right.
We could use him to sneak around as a distraction.
That's
That-
true.
Time arises.
We will have to get pretty far into the ship. The captain's quarters is, for some unknown reason, locked and boarded up, and the captain keeps his belongings lower in the lower decks with the other crew members.
Highly improper.
That's what I thought as well. I'm actually more curious in this locked captain's quarters than I am with the book we were sent to retrieve.
So, the book is with the captain's personal items?
One would assume it is a personal belonging of the captain. I believe something of something so ubiquitous to get a hold of as this book is. I would imagine he would keep it on his person. I'm using the big words tonight.
So, I suppose what we will do is sneak aboard the boat, procure the book from the captain's quarters, and then we're successful. Nothing can possibly go wrong.
Exactly, especially if you're out on the docks causing a ruckus.
But Thurston, I'm one of the sneakiest people in the coterie. Surely I need to be doing the sneaking.
And that's, my Inspector Gray, is why I am tasking you with the most important mission of being a distraction. Because no one knows how to make more of a ruckus than one that knows what to do to be stealthy.
And allow me to pose an argument. What if I am doing the distracting and you fail to be sneaky enough?
No, that's not how that works with me and Thurston. We don't
Fine.
fail beat.
Well, I have more faith in Al. Okay.
No,
I'm glad
I've
you're
done this
honest.
enough with Thurston. The sneak attack is where he struggles.
Yes.
I suppose that's true.
I never
Think-
was a violent type in my previous life, so being one now is a bit harder.
So, do we have the plan all set?
I believe
Not really,
so.
because we don't really know where we're going and what the lay of the land looks like, but we usually wing it pretty well.
I'd assume that maybe not. How likely would it be for us to understand the layout of a typical galleon?
Not very.
Okay, that's what I thought. I know of the term galleon myself, but I don't. Aren't they the biggest ship?
I mean, there's 3 sailed military ships.
Yeah.
Well, Thurston, the ship has a starboard.
Mm-hmm. As all ships do.
And a port,
Yes, it has that.
and a stern, and a bow.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I didn't even know about those.
So screwed.
I walk over and pat Needle on the back. I'm sorry. Do we have a carriage to go?
That's a good point.
We can always
Does
hire a
anybody-
carriage.
Yeah, does anybody know where Aldrich is?
Not here?
Clearly, but where is he located from not being here?
I don't know if you know this. Aldrich's very sneaky.
Yes, we could have used him very much tonight.
Yeah,
But-
so you're asking a question you know the answer to.
Fair point. But I do know that he does keep his information compartmentalized, so I figured someone might know.
Want to go look in
We're
his
less of a
room?
liability if we don't. I'm not looking in his room.
I'll go look. We can go look in his room. I'll go look. See if he left any
Mm.
clues.
You always know how to intrigue me, Alistair.
I run upstairs.
Alistair. I follow him.
You run.
I follow only because I'm curious.
You run across the landing. Inspector Grey swaggers. And Alistair, without hesitating,
One
Opens
step
the
up,
door.
2 steps back. Oh, it's not locked? Oh, God.
and finds
I will
the
be hiding behind Thurston, peeking out, looking through the door.
flesh-crafted room immaculate. An altar upon
Except
which
for
is a
flesh.
book made of human skin. The walls themselves seem to pulse and breathe.
Nope, he's not there.
I go over to open the book, but I'm like, because I wonder if the pages are skinned too.
I do not walk into the room. I just
Do I
watch from
recognize anything into the book, or does it look like
Inked in human blood is what appears to be some completely undecipherable, runic, perhaps mystical language known as French.
I expect Alistair to pull out a pen and write Alistair was here.
You'll bleed on
are
it.
there any diagrams or anything, or is it just words?
There'll be strange drawings in there that you don't recognize that are 5-pointed stars upon a rack. You recognize the rack. But why they're 5-pointed stars, you don't know.
I'll remember one of the symbols. Not all of them. I'll just pick one to remember. So the most simple one. Probably the 5-pointed star.
As Alistair's going through the flesh book. How fascinatingly revolting.
Yeah, he's really...
Is this what
Doesn't he have a
Aldrich's
spot
here, like?
downstairs?
The basement.
Wait, Endymion, do you know where Aldrich's at?
Yes.
You
Of
won't
course
tell
he
us, will
does.
you?
No.
Yeah, he's probably killing somebody for Endymion.
If it were that easy to ask for, I would have done that first.
I don't believe you. And I scuttle back downstairs.
Alistair, did you have permission to be in Aldrich's room? Because I think that'd be trespassing.
Can't trespass in a house that you're welcome into.
Oh.
You're also talking about somebody that snoops in our space all the time. I look over at Thurston. Sorry.
I expected at this point.
I
His
guess
door
should we
was
go wave down a carriage?
sure.
The coterie head out of the Whitechapel house onto the streets and easily find a horse and carriage to flag down and travel towards the docks. Is there anything you wish to discuss on your journey? Hey, what?
I'll be a backup distraction if needed.
It seems fitting. You do it quite well. At least a lot more tastefully than I look over at Inspector, whatever he's doing.
Inspector Daniels.
That took me way too long to get.
Gray would, I guess everyone's expecting him to be a distract. So he would try to find someone on the ship, not on the ship, but like, looks like they're part
You're
of the
in the
crew.
carriage.
Oh, I'm in the. I will just ride in the carriage until we arrive.
Okay.
Well, should we do?
He starts
go ahead.
falling asleep. We'll shake him and wake him back up.
He takes his drunk RP very seriously, as you can tell.
Where are we? Oh,
Real aggressive.
Is this a ship?
Giving me ideas.
Wait, stop the carriage. I'm getting seasick.
I think I can see the white cliffs of Dover from here. The docks are never quiet, even at night, and as the coteries' carriage comes to a halt just on the outside of the entrance to the docks, the sounds of the Thames flowing and heavy steam cranes lifting cargo crates accompanies the regular sounds of the seagulls and dock workers, and is thick in the air as mist rolls in from the Thames. Anything you wish to discuss? On the docks that you're at, with sailors around you, moving heavy crates on the docks that you're in.
On.
At.
Where are we?
we're at the docks, Inspector. Try and hold your eyelids a bit more open. It might help.
Well, now that we're at the docks, it's my job to make that distraction.
Hold on. Wait. Don't just go
Yeah.
distracted. We got to make sure it's the right boat, or at least the right way.
Oh, you show me the boat to distract, and I'll make sure that boat is sufficiently distracted.
The coterie proceed into the docks. They go mostly unnoticed, as the dock workers are too focused on their jobs, and only the odd glance in their direction is afforded them. A chalkboard on their immediate right has a listing of all the ships currently in port, which indicates the Michelle's Heart is in Wharf 4, just beyond the spot reserved for the Demeter. The coterie stride through the busy docks, minding their way of the dock workers, as to not draw attention to themselves, and stop within sight of their target ship, finding it moored up and a large gangplank leading up to the vessel's deck, guarded by 2 East India Trading Company guards.
I will approach the guards.
I will attempt to trip him up when he walks forward, just to make it look a little more authentic.
Okay, I guess I'll do a dexterity.
No, I think
athletics
you'll
roll.
find that, because you won't fall flat on your face, even drunk.
Yeah, no, it'll just be like, when you walk and then somebody kicks the back of your shoe and you take a step and you take one big step. It'll be like that.
Fumble. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll try. You want to roll stealth to see if I can do it without somebody seeing me kick him?
No, I think you're fine for
Okay.
doing it surreptitiously,
I'm a
automatically.
beast on that stealth.
Oh, also, Shiv, are we on? We're in a new scene, right?
Yes.
Can I heal, please?
Do a rouse check for me, please.
Thank you.
Okay.
Gotta recover that slap damage.
Inspector Grey drunkenly staggers up to the 2 guards, who, without saying a word, cross their rifles over the gangplank.
Wow, that's a fantastic ship you have. Is it for hire? Can I charter it?
The ship is a private vessel.
It's a private vessel. Why is it? What does it do?
It's a transport vessel. It transports cargo.
Well, and if I have some cargo that needs transported,
Then you would need to charter the vessel within the proper authorities and channels through the East India Trading Company.
okay. So if I contact the East India Trading Company, I could get this beautiful ship to make a shipment for me.
Yeah, look you up, definitely. I don't think you could.
Can you give me I'll pull out like a pad and paper. Who at the East India Trading Company should I send a letter to?
You just walk into the office, it's over there.
Okay, very well. Do one of you want to show me to the office, or
No, sir, we're on guard duty.
okay? I guess I'll go ahead to the office then.
You do that, you drunken prick.
As he goes to walk away, I will purposely stand in the way so he'll run into me.
Okay?
Bert, get your hands off of me! It's very loud, trying to get attention of anyone around.
Guards will be
Well,
laughing. Dock workers
what
won't
do
pay
you-
any heed.
Yeah. What are you talking about, lady? I'm just. I was talking to those workers, and they said I need to go here so I can rent that boat.
You assaulted me! I am going to have you arrested immediately! And I look around. Guards, arrest this man!
I'm going to hurry over to the guards and be like, "Look, you saw it, right? She's crazy."
I'll just look over at Thirst and be like, I don't know what's going on. We should leave.
Yeah, I did. Is there?
Get on the gangplank!
Right?
Well, the guards are still there. I have another idea though. Is there any part of the boat that is out of line of sight of the guards that is close enough that I could maybe like jump to and climb up the side of the ship?
Yeah, there's the next wharf along has a dock that juts out. You'd be able to do that.
Okay. Alistair, how far can you jump?
That's a really odd question. Usually you say, can you make that? And then I'll gauge.
Okay, can you make that? And while he's checking out what I'm asking for, I'm going to take out another one of those little glass vials out of my pocket, and it's got a little spider in it. And I would like to attempt, what's it called? Clinging of the insect, please.
Okay. Do the roll for me, please. What's the blood ritual level?
This is level 1.
Okay.
So, gosh darn it. And I can't even re-roll anything.
You're slightly clingy.
I am slightly clingy. No more so than I usually am
sticky.
from my voice. Yeah, no more than usual.
You attempt to apply your alchemic skill, mix up, and create a ritual suitable. Unfortunately, the spider leaps off your hand and scurries off into the distance, out of sight.
And hold on, let me put this up here. I just want to make sure Okay.
Can
I'm just
Can
trying
I
to make
see-
sure I don't need to make a rouse check or anything.
Can
like
I
that.
see one of those empty vials, please?
Sure. Since my thing didn't work, here, you try.
Do you need it back?
No.
I will attempt to chuck it over the guards at the gangplank so it smashes and everybody turns away from us, and then hurry up to run to jump on the boat. Just real unexpected. Grab it real timid and then be like, then run and jump on the boat.
Dex and
Pretty
athletics,
small.
please.
Alistair's not, or Thurston's not ready for this at all either.
Nope.
Sure. Oh, wait, what?
Absolutely a success.
Okay. Pretty good roll.
And you run up the gangplank, make it to the top deck.
I
then
will
what's up
look in the opposite direction so that everyone's looking away. Who threw that bottle? Who threw that? Someone else is trying to assault me.
As I'm running, because I'm probably heavy-footed, I remember, and I'll activate Silence of Death in the middle of that. Like, oh shit.
And the guards will just look to each other and look back to Eveline. Miss, we're the East India Trading Company guards, not the police.
But still, you saved me from that man. Thank you so much.
It was a fortunate coincidence, that's all. We're here to guard the boat. And not you.
I will try
The
to.
mighty fine vessel.
I'll try to walk out of sight.
I'll just peek over this side and start waving at Thurston.
It is true that Michelle's heart is gorgeous. She's an elegant, sleek vessel. Many men have entered her.
Why am I making this so difficult? I can turn invisible. Why? I'm gonna.
It is soiled
Oh
with semen.
my god. I'm gonna hide behind some like debris and whatnot on the dock, and cast Unseen Passage.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to find a quiet enough place. That's a rouse check, I believe.
I believe so. Yep.
In hunger.
Also Silence of Death, so I'm quieter. And I'll just try and sneak, because they only crossed over the entrance because they saw Gray. So
Yeah, I mean, you'll be able to get past it. They've probably taken a few steps forward or whatever, because, I mean, Alistair had no problem getting on the top deck. So you'll be able to sneak past without being seen behind them and join Alistair on the top deck. And a mighty fine top deck on the Michelle's Heart.
Would I be able to kind of go around to that unseen side where Alistair and Thurston had been, where they could get up on the boat?
Yeah. And
Okay.
you walk round the rear of the ship, admiring the shapely stern of Michelle's Heart.
I would like to look around to make sure no one can see me or is within range, and if everything is okay, I'm going to use fleetness and traversal and just try to run up the side and get up top.
Show me fleetness and traversal, please.
Okay. Fleetness will let me add my celerity to the dice roll, and traversal will let me go across water, up walls. Just makes it more difficult.
Okay, so do 2 rouse checks for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
Do dex and athletics for me, please.
Okay. And is this the one I'm going to add my celerity to?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. And minus the deck.
Yes.
Okay, dex, athletics, and study. 1 moment. 3 minus 1, 2.
Absolutely fine. And you, like a blur, run across the water and up the rear of Michelle's heart, noticing it boarded up and that no man will gain entry through the rear. As you end up on the top deck next to Thurston and Alistair.
What took
That
you
was
all so
easy. Well, I had to do the distraction, and once I did the distraction, I ran up the water in the side of the boat. It was quite easy.
The only person you distracted was Eveline, and I don't understand what she was doing.
She helped me distract the guy.
Okay, you should stop talking. Thurston, where are you?
Why do you sound like Groucho Marx now? It's like, she helped me distract the guard!
I tried to maintain a slurred, drunken voice. Okay,
Eveline,
I'm doing my best.
how would you like to enter Michelle's heart? Trust me, it's been difficult. I've been trying for years.
So, I will continue to flirt with the guards. Show a little
Is that
bit
what
of
you were
ankle.
doing?
Well, now I am.
Oh, okay.
Or that's. I would love if I could get a tour of that ship.
Yeah, you're not the only one that would like to see more of Michelle's heart, but it's proven difficult.
Can
I
I
hear
just kill
that.
these guards? Okay.
I hear that noble ladies have an easier chance of getting into Michelle's heart.
I don't know where you heard that, because it's bad luck to have women on a ship.
It's docked.
Those are a very suspicious bunch. But I do hear that Michelle's heart is quite open to women boarding her.
She'll quite enjoy the company, trust me.
Well, you don't want to rub her the wrong way.
Only a woman truly knows her way around Michelle's heart. Let me on the goddamn ship already.
Do a better job of trying to get on the ship already. Oh, that offended her. When she comes back,
Alistair will dance
when she
like
comes back, I'll
James
give her a
Spears
roll
did. Oh, okay.
to sneak on ship. On the top deck,
At least she was smiling. She froze.
the ship's deck. Oh Christ! I didn't even write this knowingly, but it's going to go well with the innuendo we've had so far. Michelle's heart's top deck is fairly open. Rigging lines run from the ship's starboard and port sides up to the few masts that are in the centre. The sails have been tied down and... oh Christ, I really didn't think this description through. And the soaking wet planks bear footmarks recently treaded in. To the back...
I'm so glad she's not here for this.
To the back of the ship is a raised platform where the ship's wooden wheel is locked in place. Underneath is the door to the captain's quarters. Strangely, the door itself seems to have no way of being opened from the outside. In between two of the masts is a large metal grate, and next to it is a set of stairs that run down to the lower decks. Across the ship's deck, the coterie can see two sailors staring out into the distance in conversation, as another man mops the wooden planks on each deck.
What are we looking for here?
You remember a book?
I can't see you.
Right, sorry. I'll drop unseen passage. A book.
Okay, where's the book at?
Probably in the captain's belongings.
Okay, where's that?
Somewhere below deck. What deck specifically did
It's not always.
I remember you specified
I
a
think it's
deck.
Orlop deck it's called, which is the very bottom of the ship. So
The very bottom of the ship.
you've got to gain entry to Michelle Hart's bottom.
Well, I
Christ, don't let-
suppose we could sneak do the little obfuscation.
Well, I wish you would have. I mean, we're already on the ship. We can just silence anybody that we come across. Plus, I almost called her Miss Hart. Evelyn can't sneak the same as we do.
Oh. I'll say a little confused. I'll stop to think a moment. Oh, so we should kill them all? Is that your suggestion, Thurston?
No, don't.
Silence does-
I can make them forget that they saw us.
Yeah, silence does not always mean key.
You should really
Evelyn.
be clear, Thurston.
When you're ready, please do manipulation subterfuge.
Things aren't cooperating.
Don't worry, you didn't miss much.
Subterfuge, manipulation. And is this because I was flirting?
Good enough, yeah. So I think you have a speciality for that.
I have a
Lovely.
speciality for seduction, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
That's good enough.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh, it wasn't scrolling. I was looking at
Oh.
Gray's first miss thing throw at him roll.
Eveline successfully manipulates the guards, penetrating Michelle's Hart's defenses and gaining entry to the top deck. You get to first base.
Don't worry, Miss Hart. I'll scratch the name off the side of the ship before we're done.
We could set the ship on fire, then it'd be a burning hut.
Are you drunk?
That's also an option.
Don't answer that question.
Glad to have you join us, Evelyn.
Hey, it's
Wait, are we all on the same deck now?
Yeah, we've just been standing
Okay.
there.
Okay.
We probably stand out like a mother right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is on me and you, Eveline. If we get caught, we have to weasel our way out of this.
We can do that.
I look around for a door or an opening that has stairs.
Yeah, there's a set of
I
stairs
said
that lead
opening.
down.
That has
Between-
stairs.
Between the three men,
There's 3 men standing there?
yes. I can understand losing focus when you're on the top deck of Michelle's Heart.
I'll use obfuscate.
Do a rouse check for me, please.
What are you obfuscating?
Oh, sorry, unseen path.
I don't think that would be successful on the top of a fucking boat with people walking around. And us standing right there looking at you.
Oh.
Hide underneath my skirts to do it.
Yeah, can I, like, get behind a corner or a barrel or something? Ask you guys to look away? Alistair, Thurston, Evelyn, look away for a moment.
Why?
I can only go invisible when people aren't looking at me.
Wasn't sure if he was going to disappear or use the facilities.
I turn. See how this helps anybody. Evelyn can't go invisible.
Evelyn can use her words, though. I don't think we can.
What if she failed? She needs help.
Well, then she's
Oh, you'll
in
know if
trouble
I need help.
anyway.
Yeah, we're not really looking to get in a fight on the top of this boat.
I mean, no.
So, are they all invisible now?
Nope.
Okay.
No. Just the inspector. Let's just go along with this, Alistair, and see if it works. And I'll pop unseen passage again.
I guess I do too.
Do a rouse check for me, please.
Shit.
Yeah, right.
Each gain a hunger.
Mm-hmm. Gonna end up eating one of these dudes.
That's what I just thought.
As soon as they're all gone, I like smooth out my skirts and walk up to the three men that are by the
Yep, okay.
stairs.
The one mopping the deck. You know, he'll bring his mop close to his chest and lean on it. How'd you get up here? What are you doing on here? Real bad luck to have a woman on a boat.
Ducked. I was hoping for a tour. Show a little bit ankle.
And he'll check his side and he'll like, you know. What kind of tour have you got in mind? I can't believe I'm doing this.
Well, I want to see all of this magnificent ship.
Why don't we start over there? In that corner, away from everything. It's a bit, you know, out of sight of everything. You want us? Oh my god, what the fuck is going on in my life? Oh my god, I don't even know if I can bring myself to say this fucking line. Jesus Christ.
This is all your fault, too.
You want us all to give you the tour, or one at a time?
Well, the more the merrier, right?
Best sailor impression now. And they'll go off to the darkened corner. What's planned here?
Like this? This is out in the open. No, we need somewhere much more private.
Well, what do you mean? What have you got in mind?
I'd be somewhere inside the ship where no one can see us.
Don't think it's a very good idea to take you down there.
Well, I'm not doing anything up here.
It's more than our job's worth to take you down there. Plus, you may not be able to walk out.
I guess you're just not worth it then, and I will just walk straight towards the stairs.
I mean, they're going to try and... I think one of them at least will run up to you and try and grapple you and stop you. How would you like to tackle that?
How many are there going after her?
There's one going after her, and the other two are just sort of looking there, a little bit embarrassed, a little bit confused.
I'm looking
Desperately
to
trying to
see if
maintain
this
eye
does-
contact with each other and not look down.
I'm looking at something in a power. Trying to figure out how to do this. So I'm grappled by the one, and the other two are just looking on, right?
Yep, they like to watch.
So I'm trying to think if there's some way to sing a sea shanty. I will make up a sea shanty on the spot.
Okay.
That talks about letting the siren go. So, what I'm trying to do is use awe to convince him to let me go on my way.
Alright.
I know this is a stretch.
I think that's good enough. You do manipulation and presence versus composure and intelligence. As you
Isn't
sing,
that
do
only
your
if they know?
pulse-
That's
you
only if
sing-
they resist.
No, they're going to try and resist.
Okay.
Because, you know, it's...
Does seduction also count for this?
What's the skill tied to seduction? Is it manipulation?
Good question.
I think it might be
Persuasion.
subterfuge. Then no.
Okay.
And as you sing, do your balls hang low? Can you swing them to and fro? They stop what they're doing. And they just allow you to continue on deeper into Michelle's heart.
You know,
I will go down the stairs and listen to see if any of my other coterie members say anything to me.
That went better than I expected, to be honest.
This is stupid. We should just go together.
Well,
We almost had to eat them all.
I'd probably.
I'm feeling a bit
wouldn't mind
peckish.
that. Is there anybody down here in the lower deck? I know we're not all the way at the bottom deck, but
The coterie walk down the small, open wooden stairway that creaks quietly under the coterie's feet. As they reach the end of the stairs, they find themselves in the lower deck. The ship is akin to a long corridor that leads into every room on the deck. In front of them is the thick, iron-barred cage that they saw on the top deck. Scattered small animal bones and torn-off rags are thrown across the floor as iron shackles clink together as the ship gently sways in the water and wind. At the end of the long corridor, they can see the set of steps that lead down further at the end, past some unknown set of rooms.
if I've played enough Sea of Thieves, I know that the next deck is the bottom deck.
Then you haven't.
Oh, then this galleon's bigger than the galleon in that game.
Is that where we need to go? I point.
I believe so. My instructions were that the bottommost deck is most likely the place we need to look. As we're making it our way through this hallway of rooms, can I
look,
just peer in?
Is that what you're doing? You're all going towards the end of the corridor?
So I was going to make sure that's where we needed to go. Gather up my skirts and walk very confidently, like I'm supposed to be there and know where I'm going, and just walk towards the end of the hall.
Oh, I was gonna check room by room, make sure no one else is down here.
Well, I can't see you, so...
Yeah,
True.
we can just... We're making this really difficult.
I mean, that's what we're good at.
Hilariously difficult. Yeah, but I'm recognizing that we're making it difficult. So that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
The coterie
I'll just
proceeds.
follow her and look in each room just in case.
The coterie proceeds slowly towards a wooden ladder at the end of the corridor. Halfway through their walk, past lengths of rope hung on the walls and various small stockrooms, the coterie freeze as they can hear quiet talking. They cautiously peek ahead around the corner and find a small dorm with hammocks hanging on the walls, mixed in with bunk beds. 3 of the hammocks have sailors asleep in them, as another 3 are grouped together playing cards. 1 with their back turned to the coterie, and 2 more either side, blocking the coterie from proceeding forwards without being seen.
I am kind of hungry. How are you two?
I'm quite well, but you're all welcome to feed.
Yes, but if there's 3 of them, we might as well do all 3. Unless, of course, you knock one out and maybe Evelyn takes part.
I could try that.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Yeah, we could just... The 3 of us can go feed and can stay back.
I would like to sneak up behind one of them quietly.
Are you still,
Yeah,
as far as I
Yeah,
know,
I'm-
3 of you have got unseen passage still on, correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm kind of thinking that we do this in like a 1, 2, 3, everybody feeds at the same time type of thing.
Yeah. Oh, well, I want to try to knock my guy out so we can give it to Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you two
Alright.
can feed.
Inspector Gray,
Yeah.
dexterity brawl, please. Going
Okay.
for the knockout? Because that will make it a
Yep,
cool
going
shot.
for a knockout. Alright, I think I will rouse the blood for this to increase my chance of success. Man, I'm getting really successful with it. Okay, so brawl and dex. And then +2 -1, so you're +1.
You come out of unseen passage, striking the man on the back of his skull. Unfortunately, as your fist makes contact, cracking into the back of his head, it does not knock him out, and catches his attention as he turns around, raising his fist at you, and punching you straight in your drunken face. Back to dodge. I mean, that's
I would like to dodge, yes.
Dex athletics, please.
Whew. Once per turn.
That's a really lucky roll for a mortal,
Ooh.
I have to say.
I think I can rouse the blood for fleetness, can't I? Or for dex, for...
You can't cast a discipline, no.
Oh, okay. Never
This
mind.
is a
I will just
defensive
try
roll,
to...
not your actual turn.
Gotcha. Cool. Oh, just wonderful. Just wonderful.
And the man.
Um,
Yeah.
I think our willpower will just try to mitigate some. Because that's a... Well, fuck me.
And the man makes contact. Straight between your eyes, punching you fairly hard in your big old face. Luckily, this won't affect your OnlyFans income. And does 2 superficial damage. At the same time as this is going on, Thurston, feeding roll for me, please.
Yes, sir.
I was gonna say I see this and sigh so hard I break obfuscate.
I'm gonna
Don't
roll.
worry.
No, I know.
That's
gonna
fine,
reroll
Thurston.
three
That's a
of
success because it's a sneak attack,
And
which only has
unprepared.
difficulty of 1.
Cool.
And were you going to drain him or just feed off him or what?
Just feed off of him enough that he gets woozy and maybe like goes to sleep.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to
Take
sleep.
up to
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
take up to 3, right, without killing him.
Yes,
I need medical attention.
exactly. And Thurston breaks his own cloak of invisibility, plunging his extended fangs into the man's flesh, and drinks deeply. You may slake 3 hunger, but do not go below 1. As the
All I
man
needed.
staggers around and falls to his knees, plunging himself unconscious from the effect of losing so much blood and alcohol.
I just whisper to him, just eat some more oranges than you usually do, and you'll be fine.
Alistair, do your feeding roll for me, please. Shit.
I'm gonna
Reroll
reroll.
3.
Just tonight.
Gonna reroll.
At least it wasn't a beast.
Okay, there we go.
Same
Yes,
for
it
you?
was. Or at least it wasn't.
Same for you, slaking 3? Or draining?
No, I'll just do 2. I'll do the normal, but I'll like lay him off in the corner somewhere, make it look like he's slacking on the job.
He's going to be conscious if you're only going to take 2.
I'll do 3, but I can't go below 1. So
Yeah.
I drink
And
the
you
drink.
plunge your
Yeah, I would
fangs.
put him in. I would want to put him in a state where he's not going to be able to wake up or fight back at all.
Yeah, that's what I figured. You
But
plunge
not
your
kill him.
fangs into the man's flesh, extracting deeply from his own veins, feeling his own vitae course through your system. You hold on just a little bit longer than normal, and as the man quickly stands up, he loses consciousness from lack of blood and falls on his back onto the floor. You may stake 3 hunger, but do not go below 1. Inspector Grey, it will be your turn in combat. This
Okay.
vile cur.
And Evelyn's pretty close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in that case, I will try to grapple him and hold him for Evelyn.
Strength, brawl. Reroll 2 of them. And you'd only need 1 more success to be successful.
Okay, I'll do another willpower roll then. Just to make it here.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
You successfully duck under the man's incoming arm, grabbing his wrist and pulling it behind his back, restraining him, primed ready for Eveline, who is very slowly walking up to the man and humming to herself.
She's inventing the Baywatch walk right now. Just taking some time to perfect it and actually make it look slow-mo in real life.
Yep.
It's amazing how much Evelyn's character's done for writing history, 80s rock music, Baywatch. Yeah.
Humming a sinister yet alluring tune as she slowly saunters up to the sailor, gyrating her hips in a hypnotic fashion. I'm just going to grab her character sheet and do the feeling roll for her. Wonderful.
Nice. Good job, Evelyn.
And because she's not here, she sinks her fangs into... Ah, damn.
You successfully feeded. Wow, I wasn't trying to sound like an idiot there, and I did.
She sinks her fangs into the man's flesh as Inspector Grey holds him tight and feeds longer than normal, making sure to extract more of his vitae than her usual feed. And the man is released from Inspector Grey's grasp, staggers around for a bit, and falls flat on his face unconscious from blood loss.
So he didn't leave any for me?
You fed.
That was you.
You're back
Oh, that
down
was
to
me. Okay,
one-
good.
You're back down to 1 hunger.
Okay, thank you.
Proceeding onwards. That's down.
Well, I'm glad we fed to, get rid of the hunger that we gained for doing a thing that was now pointless.
I think things have been going. I think things have been going rather smoothly.
I mean, for you, yeah, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead. You guys stay behind. I will sneak down a little bit. We'll do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Alistair's lead.
As will I. Or maybe I'll follow Thurston.
I'll just sneak ahead, basically,
We'll just do a train.
until we get to a point where we need to make a decision.
The coterie.
I'll be last.
The coterie each traverse a wooden ladder that leads down further into the ship. The ship's creaks. Oh yeah, I should change this. Let's see. The ship's creaks and grinds seem louder. Oh god, I really hate myself for these descriptions in a way. Fuck it. Let's go full in. Michelle's heart creaks and grinds seem louder as they approach the water level outside the ship. The area before them is pitch black, and they cannot see ahead of the small amount of candlelight spilling down from the above deck and illuminating the small square they stand in. The sounds of heavy chains begin slowly dragging across the wooden deck and rattling together, echoing through the dark chamber before them. How would you like to proceed further into Michelle's heart's dark chamber?
Why is the captain's quarters below this?
Because the original ones were locked off?
That doesn't make sense. First off, why would he want to climb a ladder every time? It sounds just like poor planning. What if they start sinking?
Well, perhaps the captain doesn't like the sun, and rather than having his quarters on the top deck with windows, he prefers being down on the bottom of the deck.
I agree with you, Alistair. It was quite odd when I was informed the original captain's quarters was boarded up and, as far as I know, unused.
Also, are we where I think we're? Are we where I think we are?
Where do you think we are?
There are a bunch of animals in here.
Why
Do you
do
hear
say
that noise?
Yes, boats creak.
That's not creaking. That sounds like chain.
Well, I was told that while it had not carried any for a period of time, this ship did ferry people. I don't know why there would be...
Thurston,
Yes.
use your brain for a second.
Huh?
We used to travel with somebody that really hated this place, or this company.
Mhm.
Why did he hate?
Probably because they... When I said they ferried people, they weren't passengers, more so cargo.
I don't think that's called ferrying people. I feel like that's more like theft. I'll start approaching
Theft.
towards the next opening.
You start your approach, and your
Figures something was
footsteps
going to happen.
echo through the dark chamber when you hear the darkness is pierced by the sounds of the screams and heavy footsteps charging towards them. As the footsteps close in on the coterie, small lanterns begin to light as the feral kindred, with bones exposed on their limbs and faces, run deliberately through placed tripwires that seem to have been placed as a makeshift alarm, but provide small relief to the gathered kindred so they can see their attackers. And we'll take a break.
For the record,
Bef-
that was footstep, not footsteps.
Also, Alistair, I wish you would stop asking questions we don't want the answer to.
I'm more interested as to know as to why Michelle's heart has two whites inside of her bowels.
Oh.
Going to try and dodge, because that's all they can do.
I mean, Inspector Gray, it's barely been a first date, let alone an engagement.
Don't forget he's drunk as well, so he's like,
Oh, God.
"You four, stand still."
Just you watch, Thurston. I'm gonna hit that white.
Didn't do too bad.
Inspector Grey confidently unsheathes a knife from inside of his pocket that flashes under the flames of the lanterns and throws it as it whistles through the air and embeds itself in the white shoulder. Who's next?
I will start singing the immigrant song. Towards the white that has not been hit.
Okay. Rouse check for me, please.
That doesn't take a rouse check. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Death the drum for me, please.
Yes.
Wow.
We come from the land of the ice and snow, from the midnight sun where the hot springs flow.
Very nice.
The hammer of the god.
More lyrics than I know.
Eveline lets forth with her thunderous voice. The white is able to dodge most of the incoming sound wave, but is still struck and reels back slightly before charging forth again. Alistair.
Is there a piece of wood or chain or somewhere nearby?
Oh yeah.
Cool. I pick up whatever it is and try to smack one of them.
If it's a piece of wood, you could try staking him.
It's a
Very
cold shot. No thank you.
Yeah. Which one would you like to go for? Both probably be in melee range.
Probably the one that's already been beat up physically.
Okay. And don't forget you have got a reroll from Ganassi Child.
Oh, I do? Okay.
You do.
Strength and what?
Dexterity melee.
Oh, right. I'm in melee. Disaster. Do your worst. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not a combat person, especially with whites. This is real bad.
Alistair takes a nearby chain, twirls it in the air, and lets rip as a makeshift whip. The white easily dodges it and continues its focus upon Thurston and screams deep in his face.
Remind me to kill Aldrich. I can't mess with these things. I'll back up.
The
What'd
white
you
is
just
already
say?
gone, and that brings us to the second white.
Said, remind me to kill Aldrich. I can't mess with things.
Who is going to attack Inspector Grey and leaps forth. Inspector Grey, how would you like to respond?
I will try to dodge.
Dexterity and athletics, please. Motherfuckaroo. Let's re-roll 3 of them.
Oh, you don't have to do that, Shiv. It's okay.
Inspector
Well, I
Grey
mean,
is unable
since
to get out of the
Shiv
way.
re-rolled,
Pardon?
since you re-rolled, I think I need
Okay.
a willpower re-roll. Spending a lot of willpower. Well, there we go.
Inspector Grey attempts to jump out of the way, but is unfortunately not fast enough, and stumbles slightly as he sways left. The white throws its arm at Inspector Grey's face and chest, striking him down, and does 2 superficial damage. Brings us back round to Thirsty Boy.
I'll take another swippity swipe.
Strength melee. And the white's just going to
I'm
dodge.
going to rouse. for this. Arcane. Hells yeah. And my sword is just +2.
Okay. Thurston brings his sword to bear once more and strikes at the white, successfully decapitating it. He watches as the head slowly rolls off the shoulders and makes a wet splat upon the deck floor. The white's arms slowly descend down, and the body falls to its knees and turns to dust as it impacts. As Thurston stands over his defeated corpse, the beast inside of him screams forth. Thurston cannot use teamwork and performs any action that avoids establishing dominance or challenging authority at a 2-dice penalty. This compulsion ends when he has won and gloated over it. You are suffering from the dominance compulsion.
Well, one down. Don't worry, everyone. I've got the next one.
That was most impressive, Thurston. I will.
I know.
I will mend the blood, spin blood to mend, and I will attack the white attacking Alistair. Right?
Yep. Rouse check for please. Actually, it's attacking you.
Alrighty. Oh, it's attacking me. Okay, that's fine. So that. I think
Congratulations,
two.
Pixie.
What?
Congratulations to Pixie, I think.
Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. And then I will attack, so that'll be... Oops. Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
no.
Sticking with it?
Yeah, I'll stay. No, I'll reroll.
Okay.
Change my mind.
Then so will I.
I will... Oh, I knew you were going to do that. I just burned all my willpower for nothing.
How much willpower do you have left?
I have 2 left.
Oh, okay. Okay. 6. Alright. Inspector Gray misses with his strike as the white skillfully, instinctually, dodges out of the way. Upon watching the white dodge out of the way of his attack, the beast inside of Inspector Gray comes to the forefront, screaming in his head. Inspector Gray is compelled to punish anyone seen to transgress against his personal creed, taking their blood as just vengeance for the crime. For the remainder of the scene, Inspector Gray must slake at least one hunger from anyone, friend or foe, that acts against a conviction of his. Failing to do so results in a 3-dice penalty to all rolls until the compulsion is satisfied or the scene ends.
Okay.
Remember that if you feed upon a vampire, your bane comes into play as well. I'll leave you to decide which one is most against one of your convictions as we go to Eveline.
On we sweep with threshing on. I should stop singing. But it worked! Do you need me to show
Oh, you're good.
at the drum again?
Okay. That's going to go to Arlene. That's fine, that goes to you. As you let rip once more with your charged voice, the white is able to avoid the brunt of the incoming explosion, but is still caught and grazed across its bony remaining flesh. Alistair.
Okay, I'm probably going to use this reroll now.
Okay.
I'm going to find a piece of wood, I'm going to blood surge, and I'm going to try to stake one of these fucking things.
Lovely. Dexterity, melee.
Hold
It's
on,
good
I got a
timing
rouse
for it.
check. Blood surge. Nice, a success. What is it? You said dexterity and melee?
Yep.
I lose melee every time. I've never had to use melee. There it is. +2. Okay, I'm going to reroll willpower. Oh, wait. That has a minus, though, to it, doesn't it?
It increases the difficulty by 2.
Oh, okay.
So
So
you've
5.
got 5, take away 2 is 3. 3 successes against the white's 3. But that's going to go to you as the attacker,
Hey!
who successfully plunges the splintered piece of wood straight to the white's chest, piercing through its rib cage, and watching as it freezes into a death-like statue and falls to the ground, gurgling.
Valhalla, we are coming!
Look, guys, I did it! Hurry, quick, kill the other one. Hurry, hurry!
I thought it was dead
there
already.
is another one. Okay, cool.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, Thurston chopped the head off.
In that case, before it falls to the ground after Alistair stakes it, can I attempt to swipe at its neck? Well, I mean, swipe at it to... Fuck it, yeah. At its neck to decapitate it.
Strength, melee.
Because I want this to feel like I did it. Yeah, I'm really trying, so I'm
I'll
gonna
let that
rouse the
happen.
blow again.
You're blood searching for this as well, love it.
I'm attempting
Sticking with
to
it?
kill it on my own. Yeah, because I can only really re-roll one.
Thurston attempts to decapitate the falling white. Unfortunately, he misses, throwing his sword in vain into the air. As he does so, the beast screams once more for attention inside of his skull, but this time he is able to suppress it. But he feels part of his own humanity ebb away from him in doing so, as he wishes to succumb to his baser instincts. You take 2 humanity stains.
Okay.
Thurston, what's wrong with you? You just first, you're not satisfied with your own kill. You're trying to take victory from Alistair and decapitate his kill, and then you can't even do it successfully.
Wait, why are we? Stop! Wait, what? Why are you being hostile to Thurston? Thurston, I don't know why you did that, but good job.
He's gotten into the angry drunk stage.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have accidentally pulled the stake out. So good thinking. Decapitating the thing not moving is a really good idea.
But Xavier, that kill, you staked that white. That honor should have been yours. Thurston tried to steal that. And on top of that, Thurston couldn't even succeed. And
Alistair was the one stealing my kill. I told you I had it.
You had already decapitated the one.
I pulled the stake out and pointed at them both. Shut up right now, both of you.
I will jump on Thurston. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Strength,
God.
brawl. Thurston, how are you
No.
responding?
I'm gonna dodge.
Dexterity, athletics.
Here we go again.
Oh,
Thurston gracefully sidesteps as Inspector Grey ravenously jumps forward, baring his fangs.
Yeah, I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh no, I mean, I wasn't thinking you were descending into combat, but if you wish to, that would make it Thurston's turn.
I threw my sword, didn't I?
yeah,
So
you
you
did.
still have it.
Okay. Gray, stop this hostility at once. It was rightfully my kill, and I was going to take it. And I'm just going to sit there in a... I'm going to be doing that thing where I've got the sword in a guarding stance, and I have my other hand behind my back. Kind of like a fencer, but it's not really a fencing sword.
You're in
Evelyn,
the
how do we
on
stop
guard
this?
position.
Yes, thank you.
So if let's say one of us were to use something that would drive someone insane on someone who's insane, would they cancel each other out?
No.
Damn.
Why are you going
Okay.
to attack me? What did I do?
That was strange enough. That was my thought, and then I worked it out, and I realised what Evelyn was going for.
Yeah.
Okay, this
Two wrongs don't make a right.
stupid
Wow.
compulsion.
Yeah,
But
Laura.
two insanes make a sane.
No.
Okay,
Just a vegetable.
I'm going to try to do a couple of things here, Shiver.
Okay.
I'm going to use the power, blood of potency, and then I will blood surge, and I will try again.
Show me blood of potency, please.
I have no idea what this does, and I'm intrigued.
Masquerade always has these abilities that makes his character be fucking weird and destroy everything. Like the one he had with was it not
Isaac.
Was it Isaac?
Isaac,
Hands got
yeah.
bloody and then
Remember how they always seem to come out when we're doing PvP, too?
so
Rouse
he pulls
check
out his
for me,
PV
please.
penis.
Okay, yep. Holy crap.
Resolve blood
Two
sorcery.
wrongs don't make a right.
What's your blood potency? 2.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a success.
It was. Okay. Yes. Okay, so I
have
did
no
beat the
idea.
difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
So for a scene, I have my blood potency increased by, I think, 1, right?
Yeah, because you didn't score critical.
Right, yeah. So, blood... And then if I rouse the blood potency 3 is how much? Let me check.
Check the cheat sheets in the
Yeah,
journal.
that's what
You
I'm going to
took
do.
the power and didn't prepare to use it?
I just took the power last time, okay?
Like, oh my god! And it's
3
like, just
dice,
like, so
okay.
unprepared, Mr. Grey? Like, oh my god.
Okay.
Wait, blood potency 3 is only 3 extra dice?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because 1 and 2 is 2.
Yeah, well,
That's
why I
for my
thought-
blood
yeah,
potency
okay.
now. Hunger.
He just got an extra dice, though. For
And-
free.
Right, I just find it weird that it's only 1 extra die.
And are you leaping upon Thurston?
Thurston again. Except
Strength
this
roll.
time I have +3.
And
God,
Thurston,
I'm dodging again, of course.
Dex Athletics. Inspector Gray leaps upon Thurston, restraining him and holding him against his will. He is like putty in Inspector Gray's hands.
And I will try to feed on him.
This isn't good.
No, because that is a free action.
I'm sorry, Thurston.
No, I'm just sitting here looking at my hunger going,
Uh-oh.
Wait, you just fed on somebody. What happened? Or you didn't?
I roused a few times is what happened.
Your characters are very careless.
What's your bane severity, Inspector Gray?
I believe it is 2.
Bear in mind your blood potency has increased as well.
Oh, okay, yes. So
This is
that
what
would
you
increase
were getting
that.
back.
Let me check that for you.
This is when it all goes downhill.
I am 3, so my bane severity is now 3.
Hunger frenzy test for me, please. At
Oh,
difficulty
At
5.
third. At
Ooh,
third, can
okay.
he feed from vampire? Yeah, he can.
Hunger frenzy.
Yeah, third potency only really gets
No
rid of, like,
modifiers?
animals and-
Difficulty is 5. No modifiers.
Difficulty 5.
Oh.
As expected, okay.
Inspector
You ever
Gray
notice that
begins
this
to
PvP
feed
thing is
deeply on Thurston, unable to stop himself as the beast is screaming in his ears to gorge himself upon the kindred's tainted blood. Anyone doing anything, or are you just going to watch as Inspector Gray commits diablerie?
I wish someone had a way to quell my beast.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some way. I am going to walk further into the darkness, like very deliberately
That's a
and
good
loudly.
name for a
so if
song.
there's-
Huh?
Go for it. So if there's anything else in there, I'm trying to attract its attention.
There's nothing else in there apart from
Damn.
this ladder down. What are you looking for in specific?
Another enemy to sick them on.
Oh, yeah, no.
I think the only person that can quell Gray at the moment is distracted by his inner demons.
In that case, what we will do is... Thurston, what's your hunger level right now? 1? Oh, shit.
3.
Oh,
I told you this was going to be interesting.
You
Alistair,
are-
can't you make them forget about this or something?
well, before we get to that, Thurston, increase your hunger by 2.
Mhm. Yep, I knew that was coming.
What?
Inspector Gray, decrease your hunger by 1.
Okay.
Does anyone want to try and quell the beast?
I'm
don't have to-
smacking him over the back with the stake. Stop it! Stop it!
Can't you make him forget about it or something?
I have to look into his eyes, and right now he's making out with Thurston.
I will start singing a lullaby. And I will use awe to do it.
Alright. I don't think all might be... Well, yeah, okay. Do manipulation and presence. And Inspector Gray. Composure and intelligence,
Reroll
please.
for this.
Okay. Composure, intelligence.
5.
And... Oh, I mean, that's a success. Your lullaby successfully soothes Inspector Grey as he slowly extracts his fangs from Thurston's body, leaving Thurston just barely conscious.
I will,
Did you win?
are
Because I was just
still-
about to stake him too.
no,
You are still
Question-
suffering from the beast compulsion, but you were...
I am,
Yes. This doesn't
but I did.
stop the beast.
They
Oh, no,
did
Wait,
yeah,
wait, what-
actually,
what
yeah,
does
yeah.
stop the beast?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah,
he
no,
drunk from
no, I'm wrong. You are still suffering from the beast because that wasn't because of your beast. That was your bane.
Wait, so what's his beast?
Beast was hunger frenzy, was it?
Any drink.
Sorry. The beast was.
Oh, it was his clan compulsion.
Yes.
Punish, and it continues until
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
hunger.
So that is fine.
Mm-hmm.
That is fine.
And she calmed my frenzy. Now, would the fresh vitae
That wasn't
cure my?
that wasn't a frenzy test. That was a frenzy to see if you're going to drain Thurston, which
Right.
technically you should have as I look at things.
You're like,
But
now.
I'll let-
Anyway,
Am I still affected by the alcoholic blood that's been washed too?
oh,
the
that's a
fresh
good
vitae?
question.
What's your hunger level now?
Oh, my hunger level is 1.
Then yes.
Okay.
I know what I'm gonna do, but I'm at hunger 5, so I need to know if I need to do anything first.
Not yet. You're fine until you see
Okay.
blood, or you do a rouse check.
I'm sorry. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm going to back up off Thurston and wipe my mouth clean. I'm Thurston. I'm so sorry. Evelyn, thank you for calming me down. I've lost myself. How are you doing, Thurston?
Not great. And with that, I'm
Oh!
going to pull out.
You know what I forgot?
Mhm.
Take 2 aggravated damage for a fang attack.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll do that in a second. I need to screenshot my health and you need to tell me how I need to mark it.
Well, Thurston, if I feel responsible for your current state, and I'll extend my wrist here, if you'd like.
No, I'm closing my eyes immediately, and I'm pulling the vial out of my jacket.
Okay.
Of Clara's blood that she gave me. I've got it. I'm fine.
Is this
We
the
don't need-
vial of blood you threw across the Whitechapel house earlier?
No.
No, that was
one of-
empty.
Alright.
Yeah, I keep
Just checking.
I keep empty ones. I keep empty ones for when I collect spiders.
Recycle.
And yeah, I'll drink that.
Alright. Stake 2 hunger, please.
Back down to 3. Now, if you don't mind, I will get back to finishing what we came here to do. And I will get up and start inspecting around the the bottom of the ship to see if we find anything.
You find a trap door with an obvious ladder sticking out from it.
Well, no, I'm not even going to tell them anything. I'm just going to open it and start heading down there.
Okay.
Because I'm still under my compulsion, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, it's the same one. Thurston opens the trap door quietly and looks down into the chamber ahead of him. The creaking of the wood is loudest than it has ever been, as the pressure from the Thames outside crashes against the wooden hull. The lowest point of the ship has low-hanging lanterns that let candlelight dance through the corridor. At the stern, in front of him, is a door that Thurston knows leads to the captain's quarters. Along the corridor are open doorways that he can see lead to storerooms.
Where are you going? And I go and follow him down.
I'm gonna, because I think heightened senses is free. I'm gonna activate heightened senses and see if I can hear anything beyond the captain's door.
Do for me wits and awareness, please.
Sorry, I was confused about what health I should be at. Shiv, can you check the Gaslight chat, please? Wits and awareness.
I think it's 2 aggravated, 3
Yeah, you took
superficial.
2 aggravated.
Okay.
So you should
I always
be...
get confused when I take... Yeah.
Turn 2 of those strokes into X's, and then gain another 2
Right.
strokes.
Okay. Yeah, I always just get confused when I have superficial and I take aggravated. But yeah, gotcha.
Yep. And you hear on the other side of the door the sound of breathing and hearts beating.
Okay, before I go make a mess of that, I'll start...
Would you like to call
checking-
Inspector Grey and Alistair down?
No. I'm doing this
No,
myself.
he can't. It's teamwork.
Oh, that's true.
They
I'll
can come
call
down.
up. Are you coming?
Will you stop being so loud? There are people down here.
Are you
When I,
coming
when I-
into Michelle's heart?
When I hear Eveline calling for us to join them, I will proceed down the hatch.
Okay.
Where did Thurston go?
Down lower. There's
Yeah, I'll just go
another-
down. That's fine.
Yeah. I'll start looking around.
You just
in
go
the-
down on Michelle's heart.
I
Knew he was
start
gonna say
looking
that.
around the...
Hey, I didn't bring the poop deck into this.
supply rooms.
This time.
I'm sorry, Thurston. I was too busy making innuendos.
I know, that's what you always do. I would like to look around the storerooms that you said are also down there.
That's free
I don't
action.
want to go interact with... Yeah.
You'll find pieces of dried meat, large barrel of rum, assorted foods that are being stocked up that are suitable for long voyages, including a barrel of pickled eggs.
Ugh. I hate pickled eggs, sorry.
Fucking love pickled eggs.
Not fun. Is there anything you guys want to do before I take charge?
No, at this point, I am like mildly annoyed and a little put back at how fucking crazy this has gone. So I'm just kind of staying back.
I'm not good at breaking in.
I am, but I'm like, screw you guys.
I don't know if it's going to be locked. I was literally just going to charge in. I would... I'm at high hunger, low health, and my instincts tell me to heal, but I don't want to make rouse checks. No, I'm just gonna... Is the door locked?
You don't know. You can't hear if it's locked or not.
Well, I meant, can I test to see if the door is locked?
Ah, then yes, it is locked from your amazing description of walking up to the door, trying the handle and finding it locked steadfast under your cold, moist grip.
I would like to.
Is the door locked?
I would like to attempt to pick the lock.
Dexterity, larceny, please.
And can I use, even though the book has it marked as stealth, can I use my break-in specialty?
No.
Oh. But
If you were
that's what
being
I'm doing.
stealthy about it, yeah.
True.
It's going to be dex and stealth.
I'll reroll through those.
Okay. I mean, those whites fucked you up, but not in a way I thought they were going to fuck you all up.
Tell me about it.
Thurston attempts to deftly pick the lock. Unfortunately for him, it eludes him.
I'm going to sigh in frustration.
Oh, Thurston, I can assist you with picking that lock. It won't be trouble at all. And hearing him sighing, and I will walk up, and then I will attempt.
Dexterity, larceny, please.
Oh my god.
I got this. Inspector Gray. This is going to work out really well, actually, potentially. Inspector Gray attempts to pick the lock. As he does so, the beast inside of his head scrawls through previous memories of his when he was mortal, about when he was a police inspector, helping the downtrodden and assisting those in their lawful giving lives, and realizes how low he has sunk. You take a humanity stain.
Oh.
Let's make it interesting. You take 2 humanity stains.
All right.
And the door is opened, revealing the captain's quarters. Oh, I've got a scene for that. That's the wrong bloody background one. What's that one? Revealing the captain's quarters, decorating the walls of various artworks of an erotic nature. A large desk with a rolled-up piece of thick paper is on one side, and next to the desk is a globe of the world. Out of the corner of the coteries' vision, they see the large visage of the captain standing, and at his side is what could only be the first mate. The captain comes charging in with his first mate next to him. You are once again in combat.
I'll scream.
Oh, God.
Is it a white?
No.
I'll just... Okay, she's going to do her scream first.
It's a salty sea dog sailor, it be.
Yeah, this is our forte. We got this. You two stand back.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Which one are
Thurston's
you
not thankful, but I am.
doing Death of the Drum on?
I would do it on the captain.
And the captain is going to attempt to dodge out of the way, because that's really all he can do.
You know what? I'm gonna re-roll 3 of those even.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
Holy shit.
That's a lot of dice.
Wait, you can dodge her singing? Interesting.
Yes.
It's like a
Perfection.
physical
Gotcha, yeah.
manifestation of a sound
Those are
wave.
hard.
You need to rest.
I'm not drinking.
Me neither. They are.
Eveline, once more, let's rip with her voice. The captain is able to jump out of the way of most of the incoming explosion, but is still struck as he continues on charging. Who's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
I will blood surge. I will say, oh my god, I don't have time for this. Die already. Blood surge. Yay.
Who's it on?
Imitation.
Oh yeah, I figured.
the captain?
On the captain. What is it? Is it composure and intelligence to defend?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. There you go.
Spank you. Yes, composure and intelligence.
I'm gonna re-roll 3 of those. So 7.
Nice. That's pretty nice.
Is he still standing?
Oh shit!
Not nice enough. You can re-roll if you want.
No, it's fine. Alistair's words reverberate through the pornographic room.
It was a good roll too. Damn it.
It was an echo into the captain's skull, who looks momentarily confused, lost, and regains his senses just about enough to continue onwards. Next.
It didn't work. Kill it. Kill it.
Can we tell
Thurston
whether
is
they're kind or
constipated.
kindred?
Not at the moment, no. Oh, well, Thurston will know because he was able to hear heartbeats and breathing.
Oh, that's right.
What was the question?
If they're kindred
Whether
or
they're kind or
kind.
kindred.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm gonna do something that I, as a player, am uncomfortable doing, but with the compulsion, I feel like
What, baby?
I'm going to swipe at the captain with my sword.
Strength, melee.
Because if I wanted to mend, that takes my turn, right?
Nope.
No.
Oh, then can I also mend?
Rouse check.
Because that was my dilemma. I was like, should I heal or should I attack? Yes.
And it was +2. As
Correct.
Thurston swings his sword at the captain, just barely hitting him along the arm, causing minor superficial wounding to his arms, as the captain lets out, "Are you dirty bastard!" Eveline, no, Inspector Grey.
I will bite the inside of my mouth and rouse the blood and spend a turn for
Okay.
Scorpion's turn.
Wonderful. The captain is going to punch you in the fucking face.
Ooh.
Inspector Grey.
Great. Can I dodge?
Yes. Motherfuckaroo.
Good.
Ah. Oh.
Lovely. Inspector Grey successfully dodges out of the way of the captain's incoming right hook. As the captain says to him, "I see you fought a sailor before." The first mate.
Just,
Sorry.
I was inebriated earlier, and it caused me to, I guess, walk around as if I was on a boat. It's quite familiar.
First mate, backing up his captain, says, "Don't worry, sir, I've got your back," and takes another swing at Inspector Grey. Fucking hell.
Ah!
God. You got 3 10s.
Oh.
Inspector Grey manages to successfully dodge out of the way of the incoming fist from the first mate. As he does so, the beast inside of him screams once more, flashing memories of when he was a police officer, helping the needy, assisting the weak, and feels guilt surge through him, and wonders how he ever got in to be in this position as he looks at a picture of a woman in a compromising position. You take another 2 humanity stains.
Wow. Okay.
We're going for that wassail. Eveline! Round 2, fight.
I am still singing the immigrant song, but my tone changes and becomes a bit more chaotic and erratic. And I am aiming for both of them.
Okay, 2 rouse checks,
Actually,
please.
can I decide that after I rouse check? Can I rouse check and then decide whether I'm going both?
No.
Yeah.
Because it's
Okay.
a rouse
Oh,
check
both.
per target.
Cross your fingers. Okay, good. But I just roll once, correct?
Correct.
Make sure I'm rolling the right thing. I'm going to re-roll 3. So I have 8.
Fuck me. Hey, Axel. Eveline's tumultuous singing rebounds off the wooden walls and erotically filled paper. As the 2 men look at each other, stop what they are doing, and fall to the floor, singing to themselves. They are
The
defeated.
immigrant song is now a sea shanty.
What would you like to do next? You have successfully
they're both-
incapacitated.
Well, they're
the first mate and the
incapacitated.
captain, yeah.
Cool.
Like you decimated them
I'm immediately
with a big help
Going
from
to-
Alistair, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I chose to do that, because he hit him so good the first time.
I did do him so good.
I said hit him, not do him, but
Oh. I heard it. Never mind.
it's Shiver's fault.
I will
Okay,
immediately
I'm
go
sorry.
and
Let me
search-
rephrase. How would you like to rummage around in the very dark, damp recesses of Michelle's heart's stern?
I'd like to go through the desk, please.
This would be the bowels of the ship, though, right? Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Don't give him ideas.
Oh, he already used that one.
I did.
Did he?
I
Okay.
did.
I would probably open barrels and chests.
Okay. Eveline, investigation and intelligence with a +1 modifier from Alistair.
No, I did it. I helped. Yeah.
I didn't.
I will, wait. Is there a bed in here? This is like a quarters.
There's like a thrown down load of straw in one of the corners.
Bet you're going to say a dirty mattress.
I was tempted, but I
Same
thought
thing.
they wouldn't have a mattress.
It's true.
Is there a pillow?
Yeah.
Can I check under the pillow?
Sure, intelligence and intelligence and investigation, or wits and awareness.
I'm
trying to say them both at the same time.
Pillow fight!
Screw it. I'll re-roll one, just to see if roll 20 really hates me.
Would you like success at cost?
Yes.
Thurston searches through the straw bed and pillow, trying not to be too distracted from the pornography set directly over from his face, but finds himself with his wandering eyes looking upon it and realizing just how much he has ebbed away and lost his respectability. Take 1 humanity stain for looking at porn, and you find the translated version of the Kama Sutra with a heavily stained cover.
Somebody please clip that. Just you take a humanity stain for looking at porn. See, is it really that hard to find it? It was under the pillow or under the bed where everyone would keep something like this.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Do I need to remind you what we just went through?
No, because I'm very aware of what we just went through.
You two acted like children.
And
let's get the bloody hell out of here and fight about it in the carriage. And she starts walking out the door.
I will follow out carriage.
You make your way once more through the ship. Travelling through the semen-filled Michelle's heart, and find yourself upon the top deck.
There's a lot of seamen working on the boat.
Yeah. I mean, what else is going to work on a boat?
Pirates.
Which are, in fact, a form of seamen.
Lancer Halloween session. Kill Shiv's character.
With porn.
With porn.
With porn.
Porn.
Death by Snoo Snoo.
As you reach...
I was actually quoting a song.
Yeah. For porn.
Avenue. For porn.
As you reach the top deck of the soiled planks that make up the top deck of Michelle's heart, the captain's quarters door bursts open, and you find, draped in satin and silk, another kindred. He raises his right hand at you and says, "Stop. Why have you robbed me of my property?"
I drop the steak and just go, fuck.
What happened that for? Keep that.
Well, your property was in possession of something we desired. Therefore, but we did not realize that one of our kind was the sole proprietor of the ship.
What is it that you have taken from me?
A simple book.
It's the sex book. Can we just get this over with?
Porn.
I didn't say this time.
Thank you, Ganassi child. I believe you should leave my book and leave
Is there another one?
I care not. That is not my problem. This is mine.
Well, unless you can give us something, or tell us of where we can acquire a exact copy of it, I believe that we've worked too hard just to leave it here tonight.
You do not wish to anger me, child. I am far more powerful than you. And
so,
hang on.
Just to clarify.
Hang on. I'm not finished. Hang on. Unless this is an out-of-game clarification.
No, let her finish.
Okay. So I need to do this. And this is going to be...
She's probably going to do what I was going to call her out on and prove it. Because I could be like, I'm really powerful.
I control the very weather itself. And you see dark clouds form over you. Hear rain spatter and feel it upon your skin. Oh, hang on. Yeah.
That's a really cool trick. Does it hurt? Does it hurt? No, it doesn't hurt.
Can you command the weather to your very will?
No, I just can read people's minds. I can also see the future.
I'm the best singer in London.
Your powers are measly compared to mine.
I mean, you're a magician. Okay?
I think I'm gonna do something really stupid. I can't do the Australian
yeah.
accent.
You're going to do something
You gotta say it in
really
Australian accent.
stupid. We can take this sex book and do something really stupid.
Really stupid. Of course, I would like to start singing. I just pick up the immigrant song once again. Again. I don't know if it's a major or minor key, but I'll switch the key in it. Best excuse to use that. God. Oh God. I can only reroll
High
one.
stakes.
Reroll one.
Your song reaches the kindred's ears. Feeling a beast beginning to pull at his very soul as it takes over. And what frenzy would you like him to suffer from?
I did not get a critical, so I don't think I get to choose that. On a critical, the caster can choose what kind of frenzy the victim suffers. Especially I'd like to.
That's really cool.
I think give him a terror frenzy. What did you roll? 5.
She's frenzied?
She will be.
I
Very
frenzied the dude. Is it a dude or a chick?
But is it the type of frenzy like, fire, run away? Or is it like kill frenzy?
Yeah.
It's a
No,
fire,
run
away.
Woohoo!
Mhm.
The kindred looks at you, points and says, fire, run away! And dives
I'm glad
back
that
into their quarters, slamming the door as they go.
I mean, this kind of goes with what I was going to ask because I'm really tired of people just going, I'm really powerful. Like, prove it.
it is quite annoying, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
and you will notice that suddenly the skies are clear. You are not drenched and soiled in rainwater. And Michelle's heart's top deck is no wetter than normal.
question. I know I
didn't
didn't
know where that was
gloat a
going.
whole lot. I know I didn't gloat a whole lot earlier, but am I still under the compulsion?
No, I'll let you off your compulsion, but I'm not
Okay,
going to give
cool.
you a willpower point.
All right, can we
because
get the fuck
That's
off this
fine.
boat before somebody else stops us? Before
Yeah,
we have
no,
to
I
stick the
Yes.
vampire?
as soon as she or he, sorry, ran away, I'm going to tuck the book into my jacket.
I mean, let's not be
Yeah.
binary with the gender of the Ravnos.
As soon as they walk away.
As soon as they walk away.
Yeah.
I pick up
I
the steak
put-
I dropped.
And I begin walking, assuming everyone else will follow.
I will spit the blood out of my mouth onto the boat somewhere, and then follow.
It burns a little hole through.
Inspector Gray spits on Michelle's Hart's top deck.
I
Can we leave
take the steak away from Alistair and steak myself.
I will carry Thurston off the ship and just jump and run immediately to get as far away from the ship as possible.
The four
Use
of
the
you,
Stake like one of those double-sided dildos, and so we stick each other.
pull out of Michelle Hart's grand ship, taking your time and walking slowly down the gangway, then backing up and walking back inside, and then walking back down once more.
What? No, that never happens. I leave.
Yeah, I leave too. Look, even Nosgavian was
As
like,
long
"Nope."
as you're leaving satisfied.
Own it. Just own it.
It's like a cheap strip club.
Hey, they don't tell
There's lobster
jokes at
for
cheap
dinner.
strip clubs. And as the coterie leave, each smoking a cigarette, they get inside of a nearby carriage and head towards Patricia's brothel, I assume, on Commercial Road.
No, because I believe I want to take time to copy as much of the book as possible.
Okay, where would you like to
before
head?
giving it direct?
And is
Back
there
to the
anything
house
you wish
to
to
work?
discuss on the carriage ride?
I guess this is the best place to say it, considering what just happened. I'm leaving.
I didn't do anything.
No, I'm not.
Thurston,
No, I was leaving before this.
Thurston
Where are you
sitting
going,
in the
Alistair?
chair. Thurston sitting in the chair looking through the book, like page by page. It slams shut and at your announcement. I'm sorry, what?
I have to. Our Primogen told me I have to go do something.
Okay, but that doesn't mean you're not returning.
No, I'm not leaving for good. I don't know how long it'll take.
Oh.
Well, if you've been tasked by your Primogen, certainly that must be a task of the utmost importance. We can understand your absence.
Also, can I say that I really hope that if I get real old and crinkly, I can live like that guy.
Why?
Guy on the ship?
No. The Malkavian Primogen. He's old and crinkly.
Oh.
Didn't think our kind aged.
Yeah, you're not gonna get old and crinkly.
Could still live like him, though, however he lives.
Perhaps he was old and crinkly when he was embraced.
Maybe.
Well, I wish you the best on your endeavors. I'm sure your task will be of great importance if it was personally asked of you by your Primogen. And I know I will be happy when you return to the coterie. I'm sure all of us will be, including Aldrich.
When exactly are you departing?
I don't know. Somewhere outside of the city. I don't have exacts. I kind of have to be, investigator. And I look at the inspector.
Oh, well, I have quite a bit of experience in that department. If you would like assistance, please let me know.
No, I have to be a good investigator.
Whatever does that mean? I will have you know I'm quite an adept investigator.
Is that before or after you're trying to eat our friend?
Look, Alistair, I'm gravely sorry for that, but surely you understand, because of our condition, from time to time we lose control. I try not to let it
Control a lot.
happen, but it happens more often than I would like, certain.
I just don't know if the Banu are the best for investigating.
I think the Banu Hakim makes some of the best investigators. They've long been used by the Camarilla as um, private investigators, assassins, and other clandestine purposes.
Well, they were wrong.
Well,
I'm
you're not,
sorry you feel that.
if you're not planning to leave before our next outing, I could always come and or have some tea with you before you leave.
No, actually, there's a carriage waiting for me tonight.
Oh,
The carriage
I can send,
comes to a sudden halt. Oh, sorry.
I can send letters.
Yes, send letters.
The carriage comes to a sudden halt, and the door opens. Stepping inside is Mr. Hyde, his black top hat taken off and resting under his arm. He sits down next to whoever's free and greets them. Good evening, kindred. It has been a long time since we last spoke. I have a message for you. Valerius has summoned you. It seems he has news for you. An interesting summons.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
I feel like this could be sent in a letter.
Letters can be easily intercepted. And although I do not work for Valerius, it is my task to deliver messages and ensure that pieces on the board are in the right place at the right time. This means you are needed to meet with the disgraced Seneschal right now.
Does that mean you're going to sit in here until we get there?
Of course not. I shall bid you good night, kindred.
What's interesting about this summons, other than its inconvenience?
Why on earth would kindred that claim to be with the Camarilla be summoned by Valerius, of all people?
Is Valerius not part of the Camarilla?
By definition, all kindred are part of the Camarilla. But Valerius is very much shamed.
Who is
Interesting
he?
that he is able to summon anyone. Interesting that it is you four he summons.
He doesn't have very
He
good
really-
taste.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think he really likes Thurston.
that would be news for me.
Good evening,
Well,
kindred.
perhaps he enjoys your sense of fashion. You are very fashionable.
I don't know if you're... Never mind. I do not care much for Valerius, and I know he does not care much for me. But if he is summoning us, then might as well.
We'll get this over.
Indeed.
The carriage turns round and heads towards the London docks in the haven of Valerius. It pulls up just outside of the docks near to Valerius's haven, and there, standing, waiting for them to arrive, is the identical man from the carriage that sent them to meet with Valerius. His top hat atop his head at a slightly jaunty angle. The coterie leave the carriage, and the man greets them. "Ah! Welcome, welcome! You made very good time. Your host awaits you inside. He pulled in a few favors, it seems." There was another case of Amaranth committed. Fortunately, it was only a fledgling. Valerius asked a favor of an independent Nosferatu, myself and another, to make sure the site was investigated and cleaned away from being discovered by any wandering eyes. I tell you this, as Valerius will simply tell you what he's found, and I know how important background information can be. Please, proceed carefully inside. Valerius is always pleased when others do his bidding, though he is unstable, and may become melancholy when he realizes he possesses no actual power anymore. Anyway, please proceed in.
This is highly suspicious. Say under my breath before walking in.
I mean, you head into the decoy shack, down the surreptitiously hidden ladder, and walk along the tunnel directly towards Valerius's haven. Is there anything you wish to discuss subtly amongst yourselves before you arrive?
So what do you think he meant by has no power anymore?
I think he means just that. He lives in a sewer. He has no power.
He has no political power.
He has no power. He can't even leave this thing. If he leaves, he'll die.
I don't think it's that he'll die. I think he physically can't leave.
That's possible too, which means he has no power.
Is it he can't leave because he doesn't want to be seen outside wearing what he has? No.
It doesn't matter. Either way.
If I remember correctly, he was exiled here by the prince and locked away. That is why he's trapped down here.
Ah, I see. That would make sense.
But at the same time, why is he telling us about another incident and not Dirk?
Indeed.
And it was
Maybe
suspicious that he told us about the cleanup.
Maybe it's something that Valerius's people have picked up wind on before the Camarilla has.
He has people, yet he supposedly has no power.
Indeed.
Even cults have a following. Let's go.
The coterie descend down the shaft and into the brick-lined, damp tunnel that leads into Valerius's haven. As they round the corner, they find the older kindred sat at his desk, dressed in a resplendent Roman toga. "Good evening, allies. Welcome. You do well answering my summons. I have important information for you. I've had some of my thralls discover a recent Amaranth site. I had it cleaned and investigated for you as per our boon. I shall spare you the needless details. I have a name for you. Are you prepared?
Yes.
Yeah.
Roger de Camden. A
Was
regular
he
at
on the list?
court. Pardon?
Was he on the list?
Nope.
So I don't act shocked.
I mean, you still can. You're Malkavian.
I've been through a lot tonight.
Fair. A regular at court, and a favourite of Mithras. He is an independent, technically, as his clan is extinct, hunted to extermination by the Giovanni. He shall prove to be difficult to accuse without consequence. I suggest you discuss how you will approach him and this situation before you take any action. Storming into court and pointing fingers will prove to be your undoing. Now, is
What
there
evidence
anything...
do we have?
The
You
evidence...
can't just accuse someone without evidence.
Evidence is needless. You asked who is committing the amaranth, and I have discovered it for you.
Have you ever done it?
Amaranth?
Yes.
Of course. I have been in existence for far too long. Although mine was sanctioned.
So was his.
Oh, you point at me.
Yeah.
When you say that his clan is extinct, what clan is that?
The clan of Cappadocius. The clan of death.
Oh, how tragic. The clan of death died.
Ironic, isn't it?
Yeah. Color me shocked.
What colour is shocked?
I would feel like it would be all the colors. You'd be real confused, right?
Use.
Marigold?
Yellow, perhaps?
Use.
Use.
Now, is there anything else you wish of me?
So, you expect us to go accusing a member of the court without any proof?
Of course not. Don't be preposterous. Quite the opposite. I expect you to somehow find proof of this. That will be difficult. And even then, you will need rock-solid proof to convince the court. For you will not be able to convince Mithras himself. And even if you were, Mithras would probably turn a blind eye. But he cannot ignore it if his entire court is ruling against him. Even Mithras is not that foolish.
How old is this guy?
He
I only
must
ask
be
because-
ancient. I would not be able to give you an exact estimation, but
Well, no, but this sucks.
quite literally.
But just people can see if you've committed amaranth. That's not helpful.
Well, about that. Strictly speaking, that's not entirely accurate. There are ways to manipulate one's own aura. The Tremere have mastered the art. Anyone that knows blood sorcery may be able to come upon the ritual. And even then, that is not the only way. There are certain ways that you can hide your aura, change your aura for your own needs, that do not require such magics.
Yes, and if someone can manipulate their aura to hide Diablo, perhaps they could manipulate their aura to prevent a false positive as well. Surely it would be possible.
Manipulating your own
Surely.
aura is possible, but manipulating another's is difficult.
Well, go ahead.
And we were probably about to say the same thing. Well, thank you for the tiny, itty bitty little bit of information.
You are most assuredly welcome, Childer. I am glad to have been of service to you. You may leave.
Yeah. As we're getting back to the carriage, I know that he's doing this because of the boon he owed us, but I don't trust it.
Also,
It's
like
another
the most
name for the list.
minimal effort ever.
Exactly. You don't say you're going to find who broke the law and then go be asked to find who broke the law, find a random person with no proof, say they did it, and make you prove it.
Exactly. All we have is another name on the list.
At least you
And-
know which name to start with.
I guess.
And wasn't this Roger de Camden guy a good friend or close friend of Mithras?
Probably.
That seems
Hmm.
a mighty coincidence, but it may still be worth looking into. We could at least see if his aura shows stains or not.
And if not, we could ask his relation to Valerius and see if there's anything not in.
I don't think we want to be throwing Valeris's name around.
True. But if we can figure out if there's a reason why Valerius would want to throw him under the bus, for lack of a better term, throw him under the
Cheap
carriage.
shot at someone close to Mithras.
Indeed.
Hey, are you going to copy that book before you give it over to that weird person?
Yes, why?
Good. Smart.
I wasn't really doing
Turn
it
to
for this
page
class, I wanted to
43.
read it.
Okay.
I'm debating on whether or not Shiv actually knows what's on 43, or he just picked a random
I'm Googling it.
Probably something really inappropriate
I've already
now that I've said
Googled.
it.
It's awkward doggy style.
Awkward doggy style.
It
Is
is.
it- What is,
Thank you.
I'm not arguing.
It is.
I'll Google it. Everybody's
Well, no, I'm going to
Googling.
fucking Google
What's-
it too.
What page
Oh,
is that?
yeah, I thought you knew.
43.
No! I just picked a random number. I was going to go
No
with
need to.
2500 hour, but I thought, no, that would be stupid to say that.
Yeah, she just posted the picture in the Discord. Yeah. There was. We were looking at pumpkins over here.
Oh, okay.
And the Karma Sutra.
Anyway, we are totally off topic now.
Is there
No,
any last
like-
minute things anyone's got or wants to do before we
That was in
in?
Demiod. He just said page 43. We all got curious. We held them around.
Page 43 is my favorite. No, I think on that comments to from Alistair, I'm just going to be flipping through the book and kind of like I'm not keeping the book oriented in the traditional sense. I'm kind of like turning it to try and understand certain images. And I'm just like, that doesn't entirely seem comfortable. Um,
Go towards the end of the book
but
and you're like, I don't think I have enough time to grow a beard. That's not a beard.
but before we completely depart, I would stop Alistair. Alistair, whatever your primogen has you do, please stay safe.
I'm always safe.
I know. You do come out untouched when you get lost in the city some weeks.
I did have a painting shoot me with a stake one time. That was crazy.
I was there for that. That was wild. But yes, do take care of yourself because out of all these bumbling fools, you were my favorite.
That's weird. You had a
It is
favorite all
weird.
this time and you didn't tell me?
Well, I mean, I don't want to say it in front of other people because, well, I mean, Evelyn wouldn't care because she doesn't care
We're
much for
sitting
me.
right here.
I
Wait,
would have waited.
yeah,
I
you
would
all
I
right inside.
waited.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mhm. Well, it's just that in our kindred lives, we have all become pawns in each other's plans, and I don't think we ever did that to each other, except for that one time with Clara. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I also made you forget about the ghost in my house.
Is that why I remember? Well, I came
Yeah,
to when you were on top of me in your haven, because that's
yeah.
all I remember.
Yeah, because you're
Huh.
scared of ghosts and I didn't want you to remember.
That makes a lot more sense than what I thought.
Uh, you can have my tea set in my room.
Aw,
You exaggerate.
No, he really can.
No.
Aw, don't let him have it.
Well, it's
well,
there if he changes his mind.
exactly. I will make sure that your haven stays untouched, though I will not enter.
Oh, yeah. Remember how I told you my girlfriend made me dig up her body?
No.
I don't think that's properly preserved. No.
Right, you know.
Yeah. She's probably goo on the floor now. It's okay.
It's kind of like your
Oh,
other
she's been reading the
girlfriend, a
Kama
little bit.
Sutra too.
Oh, also, I guess you're my favorite too, because she's told me to kill you a lot, and I didn't.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
I can imagine.
You know you want to do it.
She did it again. Why couldn't you just pick Aldrich?
Well, with that, I hope to see you again soon. But stay as far out of trouble as you can. You're better at it than most of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta try to not end up in weird spots. Do you remember the time I was alone in the priest house? That was also weird.
That was very dire. I'm glad we made it out of that. Or at least you made it out of that. And you got a girlfriend out of it, which was kind of nice.
Oh, I gotta tell her. Crap. I'll send a letter and maybe some more of the flowers that Evelyn got before.
That sounds good.
Do we hug now?
Your bargaining posture is highly dubious.
I wasn't planning on it, but
Endymion, are you jealous? Do you want a hug too?
Yes.
All right, come here, big guy.
you're just hugging the
hugs
side
the
of the
house.
house.
We like have
Your
one open.
resistance will be futile.
He'll always be with me. It doesn't matter.
I do just have this image of Alistair just like, all right,
Hugging
all
the
right,
corner
house.
of the house.
Yeah.
I'm going to, since everything's pretty chill, I'm going to go ahead and
You're going to go ahead and what?
mend some wounds.
Me and some runes.
What is that? What is
Healing.
damage in DTM?
So,
My Kool-Aid's leaking out. Patch.
with that, we shall bring this week's London by Gaslight to a close. Alistair, Tina, before we go, I'm going to get gushy as well. We started playing this, what was this, 2019 we started playing before we were even streaming?
How long am I sub?
No, we were
Yeah, it
playing
was
before
like
we streamed.
December 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that would just
And-
tell us what about 20 months?
It's madness. And none of us would be here if it weren't for you, to be honest. To be quite frank, it was you who was like, oh, you know about this game, you know how to, you know the universe, you could do it, and you got me watching LA by Night, and I'm like, yeah, all right, I guess I could do this. And it was thanks to you that you convinced me to do this, and now TTRPGs are like crack cocaine for me. So thank you, Tina. And
They are correct.
you are away for some indefinite time because real life calls. You've got to do the whole real life
I get
thing.
interrupted during game way too much. You all see it.
But you will be sorely missed, and we hope you will come back as soon as you can. But, thank you, because without you, none of this would have been possible.
Thank you guys. It's been fun. What is Avian looking at? Are we
You
on a
will
different
see.
screen? Oh,
Um,
God.
What?
It has been great, Tina. It's been a lot of fun playing with you. And I was looking up a picture of someone hugging a house. And I'm ready to post it.
We'll always
I'll
have
still
the
be
image.
around. It's a lot easier to sit in Twitch chat for a while, after I put them down for sleeping, but homework is death.
We'll always have the
Kids are
image
too
of
young for homework.
you hugging the house and page 56 of the Kama Sutra.
43.
43.
Oh, I'm going with page 56 because I want to see what's on page
Now I gotta look
56
that
now.
one up?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
keep that in mind.
See,
Is there
I'm not looking it up.
56?
Oh, it's the turtle!
That's
There's
just
something
another
called the
awkward
turtle.
doggy style.
Yeah, it's kind of similar.
I'm kind of getting a theme.
Is it?
I mean,
is it
Shiver's the
doggy
one
style?
picking them.
It's mostly
That was
just
50.
doggy style.
That was
Is the
53.
tur- Is if 57? I think.
56. 56.
Oh.
It's close.
50.
Is it called a turtle because while you're doing it doggy style, one of you just goes,
Kid just walks in. This is enough.
if anybody remembers the turtle.
I get
Yeah,
it.
the turtle.
I was going to
Yeah.
say it's called the turtle because halfway through, some guy wearing sharp spikes jumps out and says, "Tonight we're going to dine on turtle soup."
I get that reference.
Alistair, in the interim, who are you? Where can we find you?
I'm Tina. I'll be on the Discord. And then, like I told you, I mean, if I need to come back because of the story, at least for this season, let me know. Can't do it every week.
Eveline, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I do lots of things. I am Miss Hearts, and I am just about everywhere. Twitch, Twitter, all the things is Miss Hearts.
Where's the
I am
bat
also
working again? Continue.
a new member of Bat City
Bat
Bombshells. I'm
shitty.
blaming Nitro for that. Burlesque troupe, and we are going to have our Halloween show, Tits or Treats, on October 29th here in Austin. If the links work, there's a link to tickets in my thing. And if you need any graphic design or
Try again.
promotional products, try gibopromo.com.
Excellent. And I'll just throw in another one for the discourse complete. Lovely. Yes, she did say tits or treats.
I did say Tits or Treats, yes. It's a burlesque show.
Thurston, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I'm everywhere at Nitrous Hat. I don't really do much. But one thing that I'm helping set up is that hopefully when we get to 400 followers, we are going to send out invites to start doing a play-by-post in our Discord. So if you have friends that like play-by-post that haven't heard of us yet, send them our way. And our Discord is in the links in the description. So yeah.
Inspector Gray, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things like page 69 of the Kama Sutra?
Oh,
Now you're gonna make me look that one up.
if that
I
is not what I
am
think it is, I'm gonna be mad.
I am Nascavian. You can find me on Discord. Just at me. That is not what I thought it would. Okay.
There's also not one.
Yeah. I play VTM on Thursdays. I won't be here next week, but I should be here the week after. And yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, it's exactly what you think it is.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. Next week, as Inspector Gray won't be here, I've been very lucky to secure a special guest to join us.
Cool.
Check out the links down below for more Table of Horror goodness. That's all we've got this week. Next week, I think we'll be continuing with possibly Halo on our game night, but it depends on how. Yeah, it depends on how low on time I am because Halloween. Let's say about Halloween. Halloween starting on the 25th or 26th, depending, because I might be dead because I get the second shot of COVID the day before. We are starting a week of tabletop games. One game every day of the week, leading up to Halloween.
Whose idea was that?
It seemed like a really good idea at the time. It really did. But if I'm alive, we will kick it off with Demon the Fallen one shot. Only person confirmed so far in that one is Cassandra. But I've got to work on that. Then after that, what's on the Tuesday? I can't flip to look at the schedule, Nitro, and it scares the shit out of me looking at the schedule.
I think it's Darkest House on Tuesday?
No, Wraith.
Or
on
is it
Tuesday.
Wraith? Wraith is on
Darkest
Tuesday.
House. Yeah.
Wraith,
Darkest
the
House
Oblivion
Wednesday.
on Tuesday. I'm okay. I'm gonna look it up because I'm gonna announce who we've got
It's
so
in the
far.
pins.
Cross finger. I know. I can't switch to Discord on OBS because otherwise everyone's going to see the bullshit, and they do not want to see page 69 of the Kama Sutra. Or maybe you do.
You don't know that.
Tuesday is Wraith the Oblivion, which is going to have a special guest, Patricia, or Diviner Astrid, Eveline, Thurston, and Aldrich, and Canadian Syrup.
But it won't be those characters.
No. We'll be playing different character. Wednesday is Darkest House, and who is going to be DMing Darkest House?
I will be DMing the Darkest House.
I'm still playing in that.
Are you? I was going to ask that. Awesome.
Yeah. I just can't do every week.
Thursday, regular London by Gaslight. Friday, regular Oxford by Night. I say regular. I've got some crazy shit planned for Oxford by Night. Saturday, 30th, Lancer. Who's DMing that?
That I'm DMing that, and it's gonna be Shiver and a bunch of my crazy friends, and gauging how Monday went with Phasmophobia, with just one of the four. It's gonna be a madhouse, so wish me luck.
And we're finishing it off, unless Demon carries on the 31st, with one shot of the Homeworld TTRPG from Odysseus, which is so far confirmed to have... Oh god, none of them are actually confirmed. So we'll
No
see.
one.
Panic!
No one confirmed. Everyone, maybe.
I think I'm there.
Oh yeah. So that'll be fun. Tune in for that. And then the week after that, I'm highly considering just taking a fucking break. Because then it's my birthday.
Yeah. Good
Right.
idea.
I
We
can't
should
troll
go-
you with donations on your birthday.
I mean, that's a pretty good reason to do my birthday now. We shall go raiding on the Fourth Culture, who are playing Vampire the Masquerade. I think that's Singapore by night. They've recently started up, so, give them a follow, give them a like, and say where you came from. We will hopefully see you next week. Take care, all. Thank you very much for coming and watching. And we can't go, of course, until... And there's only one choice of who we could possibly ask to say the line, and that is, of course, Tina.
Have a good night.